Hello everyone, my name is Omkrit Pandey and I'm your summer student mentor throughout this program. And first, we are going to learn about C programming language. Then, first, we will go through some of the basic C programming terminologies and about the history, about the features, and then we will move towards the tokens and different small building blocks from which we consistently C program and build our logic in a program and finally run with the C programming. So let's get started with me. And first of all, thanks to the SY Coaching World for giving me the chance to explain about the C programming language here. So let's get started. The very first thing is about C programming. First, the language C was developed by Dennis Ritchie for creating system application that directly interact with hardware device such as driver, kernel, etc. This is something that a piece of some lines of instructions which we will type, and it will be executed in a driver kernel and gives the desired output according to our logic. So this is the programming about for this is the basic functionality of any programming. So C programming is also the same. C programming considered as the base of other programming language. That's why it is known as mother language, because this is the very first procedural oriented or systematic programming language comes into picture when Dennis Ritchie launched this language after ALGOL and basic language. Then it is C programming language. It consists of the main important features over there. uh, Third point is it can be defined by the following ways. First, mother language, just because it is the oldest and so most systematic language of all time, so that's why it considered as mother language. Next is system programming language. This is called as system programming language because the system and the drivers can be coded in the same language, so that's why it called as procedure oriented programming language. It follow the particular procedure, just like you can create a different functions for solving different problems, so that's why it called as procedural. A structured programming language because it also include a structure which is heterogeneous type to store it, more like you can say that as a container where you can kept your different types of blueprints, and then at the final time you use same structure for solving for using different values. This is the structure programming language, and it is called as middle level language because it exists somewhere between high level and low level language, because it is not completely assembly language and not completely scripted language, so that's why it called as middle level language. Next is feature of C programming. C programming consists of different features, so that's why in now times also we have to read the C programming very importantly because it's considered as mother of the all languages. So let's go through this. C is widely used language. It provides many features that are given below. First is simple. Its syntax is completely simple, not very hard and any much hard and fast tool, and it almost simple, but some tricky. So that's why when you use that, then you can easily code. Next is machine independent or portable. It is machine independent, does not very much depends on machine, so that's why it called as portable. And it is middle level language, as I explained you. It's exists somewhere between high level language and the low level language, so that's why called as middle level. A structure programming language I explained already in a previous slide. Next is rich library. It consists of a very much library consists of a particular piece of a code stored in a program. If you need, just like you want to make power, okay, just like 2 to the power 4 and the answer is 16, then you can use the math.h library, and the function you can use is pow function, pow. So these are the particular libraries, and according to our need we can include that in our program. Next is memory management. Its memory management is also very realistic, so that's first you can use call by value, call by reference. Means when you use in your particular value in a program, unless by calling it rather than calling it from their address, so that's why their value at address is not changed. The value in a program, that only that has been changed. So its memory management is also very important fact of important feature. Next is faster speed. Because of the some of the particularity in the library functions and the different functions, its execution and output speed is too fast. That's why it, and now times it also used in drivers and different, even Python language will be coded in C programming language because of fast nature. And next is pointers. Pointers is something that that point out the particular address, on which particular address of a memory this the particular variable value will be stored. Then that will be considered as pointer. Next is recursion. Recursion is something that is self-repeatable, you can say. Unless until 0 will not come, then 5 is decreases, just like 5, 4, 3, 2, and these type of functionalities called as recursion. And next is extensible. It is also extensible, is a main important feature of C programming. Then next is for C program. As you see that before starting ABCD from C language, you need to learn how to write, compile, and run the first C program. To write the C program, you must the first line where here is hashtag include stdio.h. This is the inclusion of standard input output library here. And next is int main. This is a standard syntax, you have to follow this. Next is printf. Printf is used for the printing function, just like you I have to print hello C programming, and then this is considered as a semicolon line termination. And next is return 0. Because we are using int main, then we have to use this return 0, because the int function here returns something. And the output is similar like this when you use turbo C++ id. That's why. Thank you so much, and thanks again from my side and as my coaching.